everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chelsea and today I'm doing another Disney video. I asked on Instagram for people to send me their unpopular Disney opinions, so I'm going to be reacting to them in this video. Okay, so the first one is I don't like The Lion King, and I've done an unpopular Disney opinions video before, and I think that this was said in the last video. It's a very popular unpopular opinion, if that makes sense. I absolutely love The Lion King. I think it's my favorite Disney film. I absolutely love it. I don't understand how anyone doesn't enjoy it. That just doesn't make sense to me that someone could actually not enjoy The Lion King. It's just incredible, and it's just like, I don't agree at all whatsoever. 100% do not agree with that one. Okay, the next one is hyperspace is better than Big Thunder. I 100% agree. I absolutely love Hyperspace Mountain, and I really don't care for Big Thunder Mountain. I just don't find it that fun. It's quite rickety and loud at some points, and I just don't love it. I don't get the hype about it. Everyone is obsessed with Big Thunder Mountain, and I wouldn't queue more than 20 minutes for it. No, that's a lie. I wouldn't queue more than 10 minutes for it. I go on it because other people want to go on it, but I personally would never choose to go on Big Thunder Mountain. I would go on Space Mountain 10 times in a row though. I absolutely love that ride. Hyperspace Mountain in Disneyland Paris, not Florida. However, I also love the one in Florida, but I'm not sure I love it enough to go on it 10 times in a row. I do love it though, because I like that it's dark and all you can see are stars and you don't know where the track's going. Yeah, I think that's probably an unpopular opinion in itself, is that I love Space Mountain in Walt Disney World. But that's my own unpopular opinion. The next one is I think Disneyland Paris has the most beautiful castle of all. 100% agree. That is actually, what was it? I was was it in Imagineering or something? I feel like they actually said that when they made Disneyland Paris, they made it the most beautiful park, not the most extravagant. Was that in Imagineering, or did I read that somewhere else? I can't remember, but yeah, 100% Disneyland Paris Castle is the most beautiful. I don't think it's the most wow though. I definitely think the one in Florida is the most wow, or maybe Shanghai, but I've never been there. But yeah, the one in Florida is just huge. The one in Disneyland Paris is a little bit disappointing actually in comparison to Florida, I think, but it is prettier. The next one is Crunk from The Emperor's New Groove is the best Disney villain psychic. I have no idea because I've never seen The Emperor's New Groove. I feel like I'm gonna get some hate for saying that, sorry. I can't comment on that one. The next one is I don't think Dante from Coco is cute. He's kind of mangy? Don't really know what that word is. Mangy. He's kind of mangy and gross. Mangy or mangy? Mangy. Anyway, I 100% don't agree with that because, I mean, I can see where you're saying that. I can see why you're saying that, but I love all animals and all dogs, and I think all dogs are cute, so I love Dante and I think he's cute, but I will agree he is not the most beautiful dog ever, but I think he's really cute. Just as I say, every single animal or dog is cute. I love naked mole rats, so Dante is beautiful. The next one is I don't really get the appeal of Dole Whip, too much pineapple. I can't comment on this because I've never had Dole Whip. I am vegan, so I don't even know if it was a thing when I wasn't vegan. Don't know really how long Dole Whip has been around, but I have never had it, so I cannot comment on that. I assume it's just like a Mr. Whippy ice cream. For those people in the UK who know what that is, just like vanilla ice cream from a machine with some pineapple syrup on it, I presume, or mango. There's mango Dole Whip as well, right? But yeah, I've actually had a lot of people say that they think that Dole Whip is overrated, so I guess that's not such an unpopular opinion. The next one is I don't like Daisy Duck. She's never nice to Donald and he is moving the world for her. I see what you mean, but she's I just love how sassy she is, and she's just so cute. But I understand what you mean, but I wouldn't say that I dislike her. The next one is Big Thunder Mountain is overrated. Again, 100% agree with that. It's very overrated. I don't understand how anyone says it's their favorite ride. I really don't get it. The next one really hurts me to hear someone say this. I don't like Stitch. How can someone not like this little guy? I absolutely adore Stitch. He is one of my favorite characters. Yes, he's very pushed out by the parks. Maybe they're trying to make him people's favorite characters, I don't know, but like I love Stitch. I think that he is the cutest thing ever, and I absolutely love him. I have a lot of Stitch merchandise, and I can't understand anyone who says that they don't like him. Like, I think you're broken. I just don't understand how people don't like Stitch. The next one, I can't say that I love Illuminations in Disneyland Paris. That hurt. I can't compare it to any of the other shows because I have only ever been to Disneyland Paris since Illuminations has been there. I never visited before Illuminations, so I don't have a Disneyland Paris fireworks show to compare it to. I can compare it to the one in Florida. I saw that. I don't know which one it is. Is it Happily Ever After? I don't know. I saw one in 2015 and one in 2018. I don't know if it was the same one. And I don't remember them well enough to be able to compare because obviously I only saw them once. But Illuminations in Disneyland Paris, yes, I don't have a lot to compare it to. I do think that maybe you don't enjoy it as much because they don't use as many fireworks as Florida, maybe. I kind of thought that the first time I watched it. I was like, oh, this is a bit underwhelming compared to Florida's one. But no, I absolutely love it. I think because I worked there as well, it just was amazing. I don't know. I think because like when I was watching the fireworks, I watched them once before I worked there, but then after I worked there, and it's just so much more magical. I don't know. I love Illuminations, but yeah, as I say, it's pretty much the only fireworks show that I have seen at Disney, so I can't really compare it to anything else, but that hurts that you don't like it. I'm sorry for you. Elsa is so overrated. I agree. I'm sorry if that hurts anyone, but I do agree. I think Elsa is very overrated. Love Elsa, don't get me wrong, but I think Anna deserves a lot more credit because, like, no offense to Elsa, but Anna is the main character in Frozen, at least the first one. Like, she literally saves the day, and it hurts me at Disney in the parades when all the kids are shouting for Elsa, Elsa, and Anna just doesn't get the attention, and I don't understand why. I don't understand. Well, it's because kids love magic. They love that Elsa has magic, but like, Anna's the real hero. So yeah, I definitely agree 100% that Elsa is very overrated. I do love her in the second movie a lot more than I liked her in the first one, but yeah, I think she's very overrated. The next one, I hate It's a Small World. No. I love It's a Small World. I will say that the song gets irritating when it's all you can hear on your break. I will agree, the clock ticking, and yeah, but no, I love It's a Small World. It's so cute. It's just such a little happy ride. The Studios Park in Disneyland Paris is so boring. Oh, I love the Studios Park in Disneyland Paris because I love the Ratatouille ride and Crush's Coaster. I think that they are two amazing rides. Obviously they used to have the Rock and Roller Coaster, which was my favourite ride in Disneyland Paris, and then they got rid of it, RIP. But they, I think, are changing it into an Iron Man ride to go with the new Marvel section, so it's going to be like, I think, the same track and everything. So yeah, I mean, I think the studios in Disneyland Paris is going to be so much better after the expansion, if that is actually still a thing. There's supposed to be like a Marvel land, a Star Wars land, and a Frozen land. So I think after that, people will love the studios a lot more. I do understand that there's not a lot more to do there, but obviously during normal times. They had Mickey and the Magician and they had Mickey's Big Band at Christmas time, and those are two amazing shows in Disneyland Paris. I love them both. They have a vegan stand, which is fun. They have Toy Story Land. That's pretty cool. I love the Toy Story Land. I really like the parachute drop for the soldiers. I know that that's like a kid's ride, but I will never go on Tower of Terror. Well, maybe I will, but I have never been on Tower of Terror because I hate drop rides. I think the parachute drop is enough for me for now. Like, I literally like cried laughing the first time that I went on it, but I did cry, but I was crying of laughter. It was really weird. I don't know why I couldn't stop laughing. I really don't know what happened, but it was very, very strange feeling. But yeah, I love that. Oh, and the art of animation is like my favorite part of studios as well, because I actually used to go on there. I actually used to go there on my lunch break sometimes to go and do a drawing, which, you know, I love drawing. So yeah, I used to love the art of animation. So that's another great thing about the studio. So I love the studios parks. Cool, this next one. Flight of Passage wasn't actually that good. I'm sorry, but were we on the same ride? Like, how can you say that Flight of Passage wasn't that good? I think you need to ride that again, because you must have had your eyes closed or something. I don't understand how anyone can say that Flight of Passage wasn't good. Whew, these are harsh. The next one, Peter Pan is one of the worst attractions. Oh, what? How? Like, Peter Pan is my favorite kids ride in Disney. I absolutely love it. I love that you're like hanging from the track and you're like flying over like London and Neverland, and like, how can someone not enjoy that? I don't know if maybe the one in Florida is not as good. Maybe you're talking about that, but the one in Paris is incredible. And I'm pretty sure I went on the one in Florida and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same. Maybe I can't remember properly, I don't know, but like, if you're talking about the one in Paris, like, you're you're crazy. Because if you think that Peter Pan is worse than Snow White's Scary Adventure and Pinocchio, like, no. I'll tell you, one of my unpopular opinions is that I don't like Pirates of the Caribbean, the ride. I love the films, but I don't like the ride in Disneyland Paris, at least. I think it's like, it's trying to be a log flume and it's just very underwhelming. People seem to love it and I don't understand why. Like, I mean, I don't know about like normal guests, but cast members at least love Pirates of the Caribbean and they always drag me on it. And I'm like, this is such a waste of time. Like, it's so boring. There's a couple of little drops and they're like pathetic. Like, they're not even like the small drop on a normal log flume. It's just such an underwhelming ride and I really don't enjoy it. It's very boring. That's my unpopular opinion. I don't know if anyone agrees. Leave a comment down below if you agree with that Pirates of the Caribbean in Paris or Florida. I seem to remember being very disappointed with it in Florida as well. Leave a comment down below if you agree. So the next one is, I don't understand why people bring babies and toddlers to Disney. They're not going to remember any of it. I mean, that's a fair point. They're not going to remember any of it, but like, it's still an experience. It's something for them to do. Like, they enjoy it while they're there, whether they remember it or not. They enjoy the time that they are there. And like, a lot of the time they have like older brothers and sisters who will be enjoying it. And I mean, they enjoy dressing up and they enjoy meeting the characters. Like, they enjoy it in the moment. And I don't see why people shouldn't be able to bring their babies and toddlers to Disneyland. Normally those sort of people who do that and they don't have older children are probably Disney fans themselves. So let them off. Like, I'm going to be that person that brings my baby to Disneyland and puts it in a little princess dress, because why not? Like, I love Disney and I would go to the parks anyway, so may as well bring a baby. Whether they care or not, I want to go to Disneyland. So, you know, like, those parents are probably the same. They're probably just Disney fans themselves and they want to go. They just happen to have a child. The next one, Cars is the best movie. I don't necessarily agree that it's the best movie. I absolutely love Cars though, I really do. I think it's a great movie and it's one of those ones that like I can watch over and over and I won't get bored of it. I really do enjoy Cars. At least the first one. The second one maybe isn't quite as good, and then I do enjoy the third one. I still enjoy the second one, but I've only seen it once. And I've only seen the third one twice, but I've seen the first one many times. I love it. I think it's a great movie, so I definitely agree that it's up there in the top movies. Wouldn't necessarily say it's my favourite, but yeah, it's definitely up there. The next one is Maleficent is the only good live action remake. No, I would not agree with that at all. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, Maleficent is incredible. I haven't seen the second one, but I have seen the first one, and it is, well, actually, maybe I have seen the second one. Can't remember. I think I actually have watched the second one, but I have the worst memory with movies. I can literally watch a movie twice and won't realize that I've seen it until I'm like right at the end and I'm like, I think I know what happens. Yeah, so I think I actually have seen the second Maleficent, but I can't remember it. But I've seen the first one a couple of times, so I remember that one. And it's incredible. It is so good. But the other live action remakes are really good as well. I loved Dumbo, I loved Aladdin, I loved The Lady and the Tramp. The Winnie the Pooh ones, oh my goodness, are you including Winnie the Pooh in this when you say that the rest of them aren't good? Because like, what is it? Is it just Christopher Robin? I think it's just called Christopher Robin. The one where like Winnie the Pooh finds Christopher Robin in London and then like they go back to the 100 Acre Woods. Oh, I cried the whole way through that movie the first time I watched it. I cried of happiness, I cried of laughter, I cried of sadness. I literally had tears coming out of my eyes the entire movie the first time I watched that because it was just the cutest thing ever. Like when Winnie the Pooh's like, Christopher Robin, can I have a balloon? And he's like, no Pooh, you don't need a balloon. And he's like, I know I don't need it, but I would really want it, or whatever he says. Pooh, he's so cute. It's the cutest film. So yeah, please tell me that you weren't including that film when you wrote that statement, please, because that's just the cutest film I have ever seen. Okay, and then the last one is that Rapunzel deserves more recognition in the parks, and I 100% agree. At the moment, she has a bathroom in Florida and that's it. Like, I think part of the Shanghai castle is based off of Rapunzel's tower, but again, like, that's just part of the castle. Like, Rapunzel needs her own land. Like, she doesn't need just an attraction, she needs her own land, because like, oh, just imagine that. You know what, maybe that's an idea for another Imagineering video. Oh my gosh, I've just had the best idea for an attraction in a Tangled land. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I have just also had a look at the comments of my last Unpopular Opinions video. If you haven't watched that, I will link it up in the corner. You can watch that after this video. But people left some unpopular opinions in the comments of that as well, so I will react to them on here. I did reply to, I think, all of the comments, but I can't remember what they said. The worst change in the 2009 Lion King, made aside from Be Prepared, is that during the stampede they had Mufasa say, "Scar, help me," like he's just annoyed. But in the original, the line delivery is much more intense and he cries, "Scar, brother, help me." The word brother is important, and the "Long live the king" was much less sinister in the remake as well. Yeah, I mean, I hadn't really thought about that. Like, there's a lot of things in the remake of The Lion King that aren't as good, but there's also a lot of ways that they make it jokey, like where Timon doesn't stop Pumbaa from saying fart, and things like that. And yeah, I mean, like, I get that. Like, I think brother is like an important part of that line, because it's like, you're my brother, like, you can't not help me, like, why aren't you helping me, you're my brother. Whereas when you don't say that, it's like a bit less like intense. So yeah, I agree with that. And Long Live the King was less sinister. Honestly, I haven't seen the live action remake for a while, so I can't really comment on that because I can't think how they say it, but I will take your word for it. But yeah, I do think that that's really well done in the original. Very, very sad part though, so I never really pay attention to that part because I'm always trying not to cry. But yeah. The next one is, I don't really rate Animal Kingdom. I like it, but everyone else always seems to be like, Animal Kingdom is my favourite park, and I don't get it. Like, it's my least favourite of the four. Whew, least favourite, oh my goodness. I'm one of those people that says I love Animal Kingdom. I have always loved Animal Kingdom. I'm a big animal person, however, like, I don't like that they keep animals in enclosures. Like, I don't like that about it, but like, I know that they help the animals, and like, they have breeding programs and stuff. I don't think I've watched the whole series, but I've watched some that are like about Animal Kingdom on Disney Plus, and I found it very interesting. And I love the Lion King show. I love Everest. What else is there? The Pandora World has made that like even higher for me. Like, Animal Kingdom was never like one of my top parks, but like now with the Pandora World, it is. I didn't go and watch the show at night, but apparently it's really good, so I would love to go and see that as well. What I used to always love about Animal Kingdom, I presume they might have done it everywhere in Disney now, but that they used paper straws in Starbucks. Like, I know that they do that everywhere in England now anyway, but Animal Kingdom were on top of the game, and I loved that about Animal Kingdom. But yeah, no, Animal Kingdom's always been one of my favourite parks. But then again, I love all of the parks in Florida, so like I don't really have a favourite. I find it very hard to choose. The next one, Wishes is better than Happily Ever After. As I said earlier, like I've only ever seen shows in Florida twice, 2 of the fireworks shows, and I don't know if it was the same one or different ones. I don't really remember them that well, so I can't comment on that, but leave a comment down below on what your reaction to Wishes is better than Happily Ever After. Okay, so the next one is WALL-E is the best Pixar film. I wouldn't say WALL-E is the best Pixar film. I love WALL-E. I think it's a great film, but I definitely wouldn't say that it's the best Pixar film. I think that is quite an unpopular opinion. Okay, we've got another one who's saying that It's a Small World is the worst attraction and that Stitch is totally overrated. I have already spoken about them, but that hurts so much. Okay, here's another one. One of my unpopular opinions is that Dinner at Ohana is not as good as people make it out to be. I've never been to Ohana, so again, leave it down in the comments your reaction on that opinion. Okay, so that is all of the unpopular opinions for today. Leave your unpopular opinions in the comments of this video and maybe I will react to them in my next unpopular opinions video. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't offend you too much with my reactions to these unpopular opinions. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos. I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.